Today, we celebrate the memorial of Saint Boniface, who was an English Benedictine monk. He devoted his life to the evangelization of the Germanic tribes. When he made his first missionary journey to Germany in 719, at the request of Pope Gregory II, Boniface found that his work was cut out for him, literally. The Germanic tribes worshipped different gods. Boniface learned of a giant oak tree where the pagans gathered to offer false worship to the god of Thor. Boniface began chopping down the tree. The local militia gathered, but Boniface continued chopping. The pagans waited for him to be struck down, to be struck dead by their gods for his sacrilege. When the tree fell and nothing happened to him, the pagans were converted. This is why his stained glass windows and statues often contain a tree stump and Boniface holding an axe. There are many gods these days. Are we ready to have an axe and start chopping them? There are different gods in our hearts, like hatred. We need to start chopping down those gods in our hearts. Boniface opposed the false worship of his age and won converts to Christ. The question to you, my brothers and sisters who are listening, how many have you won for Christ? Boniface did so at great risk to his mortal life. We too, we need to oppose false worship of our time. In a letter written to a Benedictine abbess, Saint Boniface wrote, "Let us stand fast in what is right and prepare our souls for trial. Let us be neither dogs that do not bark, nor silent onlookers, nor paid servants who run away before the wolf." During this time of faith, we are to reflect, my dear brothers and sisters, deeply upon our role in the spread of the gospel. We cannot be silent onlookers while we watch the false gods of modernity rise up around us. Do not be silenced. Do not be silenced by anything, but speak out the truth. False gods are being worshipped by our family members, friends, and people all over. But what have I done? We fail at bringing them back to the church. But remember what Mother Teresa said. God doesn't ask that we succeed in everything, but that we are faithful. That is the most important thing. God doesn't ask that we succeed in everything, but that we are faithful. And faithfulness involves working for the spread of the gospel to everyone through love. Boniface was a man of tremendous courage. While he was preparing converts for confirmation in territory that was still hostile to Christianity, he and 53 companions were massacred. He died for Christ. But these days, sometimes we fear to die for Christ. And what do? We hide and we don't speak the truth, or we cover the truth. We should emulate Saint Boniface, who stood for the truth, and he lost his life because of Christ.